a review of the Ahorn Eco 690 Plus. Well, let's do it. So hello and welcome back to Non-Stop Flight Reviews. This is a special video, guys, because we're not reviewing a airline this time. In fact, we're reviewing a caravan. As you can see, I'm in the van already. So let's get started. This caravan is called Ahorn Camp 690 Plus. You probably all know already because you can see by the title, and it has been pretty good so far. And yeah, let's get into the video then. Some insights of this company. This is, I believe, a Canadian company, but the caravans are all produced in Germany, I believe. And I am in Germany now as well, so yeah. So, opening the door, the first size of the car looks pretty good, to be honest with you. Here's what it looks like. I'll make this a time lapse so you can get a brief idea of how this motorhome was like. So here's a room, as you can see. It has two beds, kind of, and then it can be linked in the middle. If you want, you can take this off as well. So then it'll be two separate beds. There's a passageway to the back bit, the storage bit of the car here, as you can see. There's a lot of things inside right now. And yeah, and you can also put things here and on the other side as well. On the top, as you can see, it's like a plane. It has these overhead storage compartments. Pretty cool. On the top of the room, there is a light as well, which can be switched on when the engine is on, of course. And oh yeah, and above the bed as well, there are some two lights. It can be switched on as well when the engine side on as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this small room. It's pretty cool. For the main part of this car, as you can see, it looks like this. It has seat belts, the two seats. But there's also another seat here, but it's for just sitting on, but not for the ride, because there isn't any seat belts or anything. On top, there is also another storage space, like the ones you see on airplanes. Just like the other side, there's another storage compartment here on the top, and there's also a light here, which can be switched on when the motor is on, of course. And so too these two lights right here. There's a table as well, which could be extended when you eat. As you can see, there's a piece at the bottom. It can be extended to here, which will form a pretty nice and big table. The main seats itself are actually really comfortable. They are really soft, which is really nice as well. And the table here actually can be adjusted, as you can see. There's also a pretty big window with the curtains that can be closed like this, and it can also be opened like this. Okay. And then yeah. Right over here, what was the room I showed you already? There's a coat hanger right here, and here is the toilet, which I will show you in just a second. As you can see, right here is the kitchen kind of place, as you can see, and water. Right here is the fridge. There's some things inside already, as you can see. You can hand things over here as well. There are two lights, as you can see, and a window, just like over here. There is a drawer underneath the sink as well, where you can put, I believe, like cutlery and stuff like that inside. Right under there is basically the water stuff. And of course there's another light which can be switched on over here as well. There is a bed which can be lowered here, and which is essentially basically another bed to these two right here. Right here there are also another 2 storage spaces, here and here, and also here as well, which is kind of really useful. There is a curtain which can be closed here to basically isolate the main cabin and the driving seat, which is pretty cool. For the driver's seat there are 2 armrests, which isn't too special, and this is how it looks if you were wondering. There are 2 storage spaces up here as well, and yeah. And for the toilet, as you can see, there's a toilet right here, which is pretty cool actually. It can be flushed there. There's a nice mirror there as well, as you can see, and there's another storage compartment right over here on top. There are some lights as well right over there, as you can see, and a hanger for towels or something, I'm not sure. I think over there. Of course, it can be locked, as you can see, just by putting it back, which is pretty nice, and unlocked like that. The shower is actually pretty nice. It's pretty big. It has, it's pretty nice. Soaps, shampoo, and everything can be put here. The water can be opened like this. I won't open right now. And yeah, a pretty decent toilet in general. Yeah. So at the back of the car we have this, which is like basically the place where you can put your luggage and suitcase and stuff. As you can see, there's a lot of things inside already, and right there is where you can get these stuff from inside the car. Yeah, as you can see, like this. At the back, as you can see, is a place where you can put your bike on. Isn't really too special. It was pretty tough putting it on though. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but I managed to do this, and here's how it looks like. And the electronic controls are up here, like all the water, I think, and everything, the heater, etc. On the inside of the door, as you can see, there's a place where you can put your shoes and everything. So when you come inside, you can take your shoes off, and it won't get dirty. And here is a plug where you can plug in the chargers for your iPhone or something like that. And when you arrive at the camping place, you can plug in the car, so there will be unlimited electricity. Up top, there is this tent thing which can be released, and underneath it you can put some chairs and sit, basically, under the shade. This is basically how it looks like. Over here, as you can see, there's a footstep right there. Just step off the caravan when you need to, and it can be controlled by this switch right here, which is really cool. And when you want to open it, yeah, I think that's really cool. And the switch is actually extremely responsive as well. As you can see right here is one of the beds made up. Well, I'm using a sleeping bag for this trip because I think it's just the easiest. And of course there's a window right here as well, if you want to see what's happening outside. And you can close it with curtains. Pretty cool. Same with the other side. So, good night. So now, this is how the bed that can be lowered looks like. First of all, you have to remove this piece of the seat so the bed can go down properly. it made this beeping noise when it came down, so it was really loud, which would probably annoy your neighbors if you had any. You'd also have to put a ladder on the side of it in order to get on it, and it should normally be found on top of the bed itself. You had to lock the ladder on the thing, of course, and that's pretty much it for the bed. And of course you have to put on these two things on the side, which I'll show you right now. As you can see, you have to buckle these this net up so you won't fall down of it when you sleep. And yeah, this is how it looks like. This is how the entire bed looks like when it's lowered down, and to be honest with you, it's actually pretty comfortable if you have one person sleeping on it, of course, but it could be pretty tight when you have two people sleeping on it. And that's pretty much it for the caravan, but please stay behind for the ratings. So that was the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I have not really been on that much caravans before in my life, but this was a great one, to be honest with you. I really enjoyed it. So for the ratings of this caravan, in terms of comfort, I will say it's a 6.5 out of 10. Not the best rating, but in terms of features, it's 7.5 out of 10, because it did have some pretty good features, but there also was some features that were kind of missing. But everything that was really essential was there, so which was fun. In terms of the look of everything, so whether like design and the how it looked, I'll say about 6.5 out of 10. It's not really anything too well designed, if that makes sense. It's more like just a simple motorhome. And for the space, so how spacious it was, I would give it the 6.5 out of 10 as well, because it was kind of, a bit not so spacious at sometimes. So yeah, it's probably just a 6.5 out of 10. And storage rating, so how well it was in terms of storage spaces, I would say it's an 8 out of 10, because there were quite a lot of storage spaces, and all of them were pretty big, which was pretty nice. And so in overall, that would be equal to a 7 out of 10, which is a pretty good rating, I think, for a caravan. So yeah, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and leave any comments down below of what you thought of the caravan, and please watch another video by clicking here or here, and subscribe by clicking here. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.